We all go through parts of our life that we wish we could fast forward or forget entirely. But in reality, we have to understand that all aspects of our life really are precious and that there is something good to be found even in the darkest moments of our life. Today we're going to talk about how we can actually find and experience joy during these difficult times. Welcome back. My name is Nina and I'm a life coach that specializes in personal development. Here at this channel we talk all about our emotional well-being, understanding our own psychology, and leading our best life possible. So if you aren't already a subscriber, please take a moment and become one because we definitely want you to stay connected. A while back I made a video about the different seasons of our life and that it can sometimes feel that we are in the summer of our lives and other times it can feel that we are in the winter of our life. Just like we can experience good in our life, we can sometimes experience bad. I know a lot of times in these situations we can feel exhausted or defeated or feel that things are never going to get better, even though we know deep down that's not really the case. So today I just wanted to offer 12 different ways to help us remember and experience joy even during these very difficult times. The first thing that we can do is come to the realization that worry does not help the situation in any way at all. It provides nothing for us. It does not help us cope with the situation and it does not help us to change the situation. So spending so much time ruminating over the situation or the problem does nothing but cause us suffering. The second thing that we can do is to look for moments of joy, happiness, or inspiration. So a lot of times when we're going through these difficult times, we do not see anything good in our life. So really actively opening our eyes and seeking out these small little miracles like looking outside at the stars or, having that brief moment of laughter in between your tears, or even having something as simple as a coffee cup that you really like. I know for myself, I have this coffee cup that makes me feel happy every single time I drink out of it. So if I know that my day is not going the way I want it to, I make sure I drink out of that coffee cup because it really makes me smile. So it's just looking for those small things that you can do to really notice joy and to add joy into your life. The third thing that we need to do is to express ourselves and to let these feelings out. I know a lot of times we feel like it's noble to try to be strong and to keep all these emotions inside of us, but it does nothing but actually aggravate the problem, especially in the long term. So we want to make sure that we really are expressing ourselves. We want to talk about it, we want to write about it, whatever we need to do to really feel that our voice is being heard. Now the fourth thing goes hand in hand with that. So as soon as we have fully expressed ourselves and we have gotten all our emotions out, then we want to try not to complain about it. And I know that is something that is very difficult, especially when we are experiencing something that is right in the forefront of our life and really always very evident to us. But if we can learn to stop complaining about it and ruminating over it, we are going to get some relief from it, because every single time we complain about it or bring it up, we experience the pain that is associated with that. So if we can kind of break that habit, it's going to make the suffering much less. The fifth thing that we can do is to remember that this experience and every single experience in our life is temporary. There is nothing that goes on forever. Even if this is something that has a permanent consequence, our emotions are going to change. Everything changes. And this is something that may seem horrendous right now, but eventually we will heal and we will feel better about the situation. That's why they say, this too shall pass. That is always the case. You can look at the different situations in your life that were so awful to go through, and you can know that in your day-to-day life now, even if those were very traumatic events, that you got through them. If you're still standing, you got through them, and you will get through this as well. Every single thing is temporary. The sixth thing that we can do is to literally surround ourselves with positivity. So we want to select the most positive people, the most positive books, books, the most positive YouTube clips, and the most positive podcasts. Whatever we expose ourselves to, we want to really control them, and we want to make sure that they are helping us feel better and not aggravating the situation. So we only want to be around things that are positive in nature during this very difficult time. The seventh thing that we can do is to start doing something that is new and fun. So we have this very negative thing going on that is consuming so much of our time and energy. So if we can refocus some of that energy on something that's very positive and exciting for us, that is going to be a wonderful distraction for us. So maybe there is a passion that you've really been putting off. Maybe, you want to start gardening, or you want to start to learn guitar, or you want to learn how to salsa dance, whatever it is. Try to find something positive, something new and fresh that can be not only a distraction, but remind you of all the new beginnings and all the positive things that are in this world. The eighth thing that we really need to do is make sure that we are practicing extremely good self-care during this time. Because again, when we're going through dark times, guess what happens? We completely ignore our own needs. We have to make sure that our needs are being met during this time. So we want to make sure, of course, that we are sleeping right, and that we are eating well, and that we are looking after our emotional well-being big time during this time. So really think about self-care as being more essential than ever when you're going through these very trying times. The ninth thing that we can do is to make sure that we are getting enough exercise and that we are engaging in as many physical activities as possible. This is an amazing way to get rid of stress and to really release some very positive chemicals in your body. It's also wonderful if you can do these activities outdoors, because that just adds another wonderful layer. So you can go for a walk or a run, or for a bicycle ride, or if it's in the summertime, jump in the pool, whatever it is. But you want to make sure that you are really providing yourself with lots and lots of opportunities to reduce that stress by really getting enough exercise. It's so important. The 10th thing, and this one may seem trivial, but believe me, it is not, and that is to actually wear joyful clothes. Wear things that make you feel happy and good about yourself and good about life in general. It has been proven that what we wear greatly impacts how we feel about our life and how we feel about our day. So if we know we have certain clothes that makes us feel good about ourselves, those are the clothes that we want to be wearing. And if we know that there are clothes that makes us feel bad about ourselves or reminds us of sad times, we definitely want to avoid those clothes. We want to be trying to dress ourselves in a way that actually helps us to feel more optimistic. And the last thing that we need to do is to celebrate ourselves and reward ourselves and remind ourselves that we are doing a wonderful job. We are doing a great job under the circumstances. Just like every once in a while, it's okay to give a child a lollipop if they have skinned their knee. We don't want to always give them lollipops, but we want to think about for ourselves, what kind of a lollipop might we need during this difficult time? How can we serve our own needs, even if it's something very temporary? What can we do in this situation to make ourselves feel a little bit better? So you want to, again, celebrate yourself, remind yourself of all those good things, and take care of yourself, reward yourself, see what you need, what's going to make you feel better in this dark moment. So yes, it's true. We will all go through difficult parts in our life and situations that we wish we wouldn't have to go through. That is unfortunately part of the human experience, and we are human beings. However, that does not mean that there isn't always good in our life, because there is always good in our life. There's always blessings, and there's always lessons that can be learned that can ultimately help us lead a better life from this point on. So I hope these 12 different strategies of finding joy really help you during this difficult time in your own life, and help you to remember that there are always miracles, there are always good things. We just have to look for them. So I thank you so much for spending time with me today. I truly hope this video was helpful to you, and if it was, please like it and share it with someone else who may need to hear the same message. Again, also, if you aren't already a subscriber, please take a moment and become one. We definitely want you to stay connected, and I truly hope that your day is extraordinary.